Welcome everybody to episode 5 of The Bridge. How's it going tonight, guys?
I'm doing great.
Yeah, it's going pretty good. Pretty mediocre.
Fantastic. J-Cal, what's in the cup?
Caffeine-free Coke. Now, I wanted regular Coke, but I opened a 2-liter and there was no caffeine in it, which is like, fuck them. But then, I'm on call tonight, so at any moment, if my phone rings, I may have to leave and pull like a smaller goat out of a bigger goat, or sew up a horse penis, or something else bizarre.
Oh man, chop the tip of a goat's penis off? That was a great
story. I've done
story.
that one.
That really gets me going.
Decapitated a half-delivered goat baby.
Awesome job.
Oh boy.
Jack, what's in the cup?
I'm drinking a Rolling Rock. Nothing special, but...
That looks like it's extra pale.
It is extra pale, actually. Good eye.
Like everybody on this podcast.
But like nobody's seen me. I could have been like claimed to be a minority so that like
I actually went tanning this weekend, so I kind of.
Are you fucking with me? You went tanning?
Why do you think I got sunburnt? Look at
on
my
his
nose.
eyelids, yeah.
And my nose.
Oh wait a minute. I figured it was just because you were laying outside at your parents' house, which is beautiful and nice because your parents have a lot of money and you just choose.
Yeah,
to
well, why would I
them.
lay outside if I wasn't gonna go tanning?
You went. Oh, I thought you meant you went tanning at a tanning bed.
No, I thought about it. Actually, I went last week, but I didn't.
Dude, wait a minute. You went tanning at a tanning bed?
No, I went to one, but I didn't actually go in. I thought about it.
Wait a minute. Okay, time out. You drive the car to the tanning bed.
Well, no, I was that big, just picking up alcohol, and there's like a tanning salon right across the street. So I walk up to it. I'm like, that could be interesting, and then I walk away. So I didn't actually go in, but I walked up to the door, looked at the sign.
Here's my prediction. I'm pretty sure that there was a pretty girl behind the counter, and you couldn't bring yourself to talk to her.
That is not. No, actually, I'm like, I could maybe use a tan right now. It's getting late in the season. It would look fashionable this time of year.
God,
that's true.
See?
Be fashionable.
But no, I laid out and I got sunburned instead.
That's the gayest thing I've heard since I
His
heard my
eyelids
voice.
are sunburned. That's my favorite part.
It is miserable. Anyways, enough about me. Let's talk about
drinking?
me.
Grey Goose and Coca-Cola, and the Coca-Cola was flat. Why is all the Coke in your fridge flat?
It's only the one. Only one of them's been opened. The other two haven't even been opened ever.
I opened the Coke today, and this is just flat as...
Then you did something wrong.
Yep, fucked it up. I
Yeah.
fucked up opening a...
Fucked up opening Coke. I didn't even know that was possible. You heard it here first.
Anyway, moving on. J-Cal chose the topic today because he feels very strongly about it. Apparently.
I do. I feel very strongly about
Why
this.
do you feel very strongly about this? Because you
we
want
should
to
say what it is first.
Blow me.
I don't want to blow you.
All right, well...
Awkward.
Well, that settles that.
Yeah. I don't swing
that way. He will not be blowing you right now.
Right. No, I started reading an article, and I'll admit I didn't get all the way through it because it was very long. It was by, I thought his name was Geordie Tate, but I was told that it's Gordy Tate.
Yes, he is not a member of...
Which is a stupid name, by the way.
I like Gordy Tate's
It's like
name.
a pumpkin. Like a gourd or something. That's all I think of when I hear Gordy.
Gordy?
Yeah.
I did not think that, but now I'm never going to get that image out of my mind.
Now you'll never not think that.
It's
like,
going to be
I
like
don't want
a
to read
mano-lantern.
articles written by a fucking
It's funny because
cucumber.
I'm sure if we Googled Gordy Tate right now and brought up a picture of him, you would think his head kind of looks like a pumpkin.
Alright, well maybe that's why his parents just knew or something.
I'm going to do it while J-Cal explains why we're going to talk about this article that he didn't finish reading.
Yeah, well Taylor's gonna give us the too long didn't read version.
I read it because I respect when people sit down to write something.
Shouldn't you give the too long didn't read version since you didn't actually read it because it was too long?
Right, but I didn't read all of it to do it. I can only do the too long didn't read for the first half. So basically he wrote this article that was like, hey guys, I was a gamer, and now there's like these women, and all of you are sexist and should treat women better, blah, 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 blah. Which is like terrible, because if I wanted to hear about this, I would talk to my girlfriend, okay? Like, if I'm reading a Magic article on Star City Games, I want to be reading about, like, how to, like, turn guys sideways and fling spells at somebody, and not about how to interact with women, because, like... I mean, I would go to the proper forum to do that if I wanted to. But what really kind of irked me is that how everybody was just super excited. Wow, that picture is semi-pumpkin-like. And anyway,
pumpkin-esque quality to it.
I don't like how he basically made it seem like we're all sexist pigs, and just went on from there. And I just felt like he's kind of...
the guy didn't say that.
Can I make an interjection?
He did. basically said it. But then I read Dr. Jeebus's response article, which I agreed with a lot more, but I still feel like he could have been harsher because I think that Gordy was way off point here.
On Twitter, it's DrJeebus, Dr. Jeebus. The guy rants and raves about all kinds of inane bullshit. But it
seems like a guy I should follow.
Well, I mean, you're full of enough inane bullshit yourself that adding to that pile is just kind of useless.
Yeah, we kind of skimmed it over with Jack, but what did I miss in this article so that our listeners may know?
The point is that us as Magic players are a very narrow, small community, and we get very focused on what we're doing. That being said, we don't think about other people's perspectives. We're problem solvers.
Yeah, 'cause they don't matter.
Exactly.
Go on.
Save the 2 rich white kids. We're problem solvers, so as soon as we solve a problem in our world, it's done. There's no further discussion. But if you stop and think about how somebody else might feel about the situation at hand, you might see that they have other responses and opinions.
You should just join the Peace Corps or something.
Yeah, or vote for Obama again.
I did vote for Obama. He got me. I didn't have this thing called healthcare before Obama.
You still don't, actually.
Well, here's what happened.
That's going to get repealed, I have a feeling. Just a hunch.
It's going to draw a card off of it?
Yeah.
Sweet.
They're going to be like, gone, draw a card.
That
card's going to be dollars.
Because Obama threatened to make national healthcare a thing, my boss, owner, I guess she's not really my direct boss, my owner decided to implement healthcare ahead of time because she knew it would be cheaper now than to do it once it was this national program thing.
Oh, really?
And so I got healthcare out of it just on Obama's threats.
I like it.
It was sick. I'm very happy with the situation.
So anyway, I'm gonna kind of let's break down his article a little bit.
Well, why don't you pull up the article and we'll break it down piece by piece, since you want to really take this guy to task.
Yeah, I
on
do.
Something you didn't finish reading.
I didn't because it was so dry and painful. Like I'm hoping that.
Stop it! The guy's a phenomenal writer.
And he's got a million things. I just feel like
Gordy Tate is a.
Well, hold on. The first thing is this picture, and it looks like a mountain that just says whore on it a lot and slut. Because clearly, when we look at women, we're saying bitch, ugly, slut, whore a lot, which I find to be redonkulous.
All it has to do is happen once, man. Like, you're not part of a minority, and you have no idea what it feels like when somebody says a word like that to you.
Are you saying that women are a minority?
They're more majority than we are, actually.
Women are an oppressed people. They're a historically oppressed
That is such bullshit.
Are you kidding me?
Historically.
Have you ever met like a family where the woman is not actually in control?
Have you ever read a history book? Until 1970, they couldn't do anything.
I don't know about you, but I was born in the 80s, so fuck what happened in the 70s. No one cares. No one cares that there was slavery, okay? Honestly, we're so far past that. I'm the same way about that. Everybody is equal nowadays. I'm sick of hearing about, all this oppression from the past that I have to deal with because it's not my fault, you know? I'm not doing this to people. I'm not going and pouring pop on women's heads at Magic tournaments.
That being said, Mary, if you're listening, you're still welcome. It's an open invitation that's going to remain open. Full makeover, come see the salon. It'll be great. We'll do a makeup application.
Raped, you know? Yeah. Anything could happen.
And you can see as part of my apartment I call the rape room. So
yeah.
No, I would never rape a woman. But that is actually a point that Gordy makes, is that the threat of violence against women at all times is a huge thing. Just the fact that equal poundage, I'm more physically imposing than a woman.
Okay.
I wasn't more physically imposing
what
than
does
this.
that have to do with anything? How is that relevant to Magic?
You fucked up my joke. Will you shut up?
Okay,
God.
sorry.
He was trying to make this funny.
Okay.
For once.
Yeah, for once. Heaven forbid somebody want to laugh while they listen to a podcast that's about laughter.
No.
Now, in the
right,
situation
go
that happened
Joe.
last weekend, there was a woman that was much more imposing than me. I felt like a
This was great.
I felt like a package of Jack Link's beef jerky because I was distracting Sasquatch. Jack and I wind up in a...
Did you seal that deal, Jack?
No, obviously.
I didn't think
All right,
so.
Jack and I end up in a
Certainly
nightclub.
did not.
Bridal party walks up. What do they call them?
Bachelorette
Bachelorette party walks up. The bride loves my lip ring. And so I'm just like flirting back with her because her friend is cute.
God, this sounds so sexist.
She was not really that cute. She wasn't really my type.
She was cute enough.
Jack,
all right.
Jack, you've had 2 girlfriends lifetime.
3.
3. Okay,
Yeah.
We've got the 8-year. I forget her name.
Yeah.
Even though I scooped her titty.
Scooped the titty. Yeah. Ferret girl.
The ferret.
Yeah.
And
the girl before that.
There was a girl between the ferret?
No. The first one.
Oh, like there's way back in high school?
No, yeah, it was actually grade school and then high school. We went on one date.
That doesn't fucking count.
Yeah, no, it counts. We dated for like 2 months. It was a real heartbreaker.
Alright, fair enough. Anyway, you don't have a type.
I have, yeah. Alright.
Any girl that's willing to pay attention to you is your type.
I haven't gotten to that point yet.
I'm making this very easy for you.
Okay.
Which goes to like why Taylor was willing to make out with Sasquatch.
Right.
Because any woman is his type.
I thought you were into that. I'm gonna be honest. I thought you really enjoyed that.
No, anyway, Sasquatch wants to bite my lip ring. And I'm doing it because I want Jack to hook up with the maid of honor. And so, like, I get Sasquatch away from the maid of honor, figuring it's giving Jack an opportunity to close, and Jack fails. So, never wingman Jack Grannon.
You left out a crucial detail that she walked up to me and said my glasses were cute, and then gave me a hug.
I don't know. I think this whole conversation sounds sexist because we're objectifying women.
No,
I think she was objectifying me because she only liked me for my
Maybe
glasses.
women are the real problem.
And she only liked you for your lip ring, so.
Because women want to be treated like so much better when really they are equals. So when you treat them as equals, they get pissed off.
Maybe that's true.
To be fair, I work with primarily women, and one of my coworkers was sitting on the ground, and we were all getting up to like go leave or do something, and I offered her my hand to get up off the ground, and she told me I was being condescending. So I can see your point of women being hypersensitive to this issue.
Yeah, that's retarded.
And see, the thing is like we've given women this like sensitivity like hall pass, such that like they can be as sensitive or as not sensitive as they want at any given time.
It's all about how much pressure you put on the clit.
And whatever we say can always be wrong. But like as far as like getting back to the article at hand, like he goes in saying that basically, you know, talking about the Finkel date thing that we talked about as well, that basically the community's response about vilifying Bereznak was awful and made us all into assholes. And I kind of think that that's a little bit bad because, like, all of us have this kind of, even though I've never met the Finkel, I feel like I've got this kind of imaginary bond to him. So when somebody wrongs him, I want to be, you know, against that wrong.
But that's the point, though, is that people are vilifying her because she basically dissed our champion, the guy that all those Magic nerds look to as like our savior.
And he's saying that that's wrong, and I say no, that's great. Like you want to have people that have your back. Like if some chick broke up with me and all my friends were like, you know what, really, it's sexist if we're not on her side. Like, I'd be like, fuck them, you know? Like, your friends and these people are there in your community to support you.
This is different, though. This is but we don't know Finkel. We just know of him.
Right.
J. Cal, if you ever go through a breakup, I'm going to throw you a party, and we're going to talk in Irish accents the whole time.
I fucking hate you. I will drink myself silly that night.
I know, it'll be
car
awesome.
bombs.
Yes! Holla! Brohoof.
Poof. I hate you so much.
So, alright, so the point is we shouldn't attack this Bereznak chick, right?
Right. He's saying we shouldn't because, like, it's a sexist thing to do, and, like, the words that we use are things like bitch and douche and blah, 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 but the thing is, like, I call you a douche. Sometimes I call Jack a fag. It doesn't mean anything to do with the real word. It's just
call Jack a fag more often than sometimes. Because this guy does more gay shit than I do.
This guy's like...
You've had sex with multiple men.
I think... Is it ever with multiple men at the same time?
Do you really want me to answer this?
I don't.
It's a yes or no. That's all I want.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, well, now I know.
That's fine.
Which is great.
Have we told the story about the girl that would only let me put it in her butt?
No, but I'd like to tell that story. Or I'd like
right
to hear
now?
it. Yeah.
Right now?
Just do it right now.
Alright, quick aside. Alright.
All this is asides.
Yeah, it's just an aside.
We don't have a main, we just have, like,
just
random
a series
bullshit
of asides. Alright. It was New Year's Eve and I was bartending. And it was wet behind the bar. I twisted my ankle, so I'm in just the worst mood ever. I'm going home. It's like 2:30, right? city's like emptied out because
What city?
bars closed. Athens, Ohio is where I
Okay.
was living at the time.
Okay.
It's a big college party town. For those of you that don't know, a chick calls me who was my friend's ex-girlfriend that he didn't hang out with anymore, but he didn't mind that I hung out with her. And so like she calls me and she's like, "What are you doing?" And I'm like, "I just got off of work. I'm fucking going home. I twisted my ankle." She goes, "Come over. We're gonna get drunk." And I was like, "What do you have to drink?" Because I don't drink beer, and usually in a college town, like that's all there is. She goes, "I have a unopened bottle of Jose Cuervo 1800." I was like,
Sounds like a good night.
I'm like, I am there. I get over there. We do like 4 shots of this each in like an hour. I'm fucking hammered drunk. And I'm like, I'm going to bed. And she's like, all right, go to my bed. Go to her bed. She goes, I'm going to go smoke a cigarette. I'll be back. She goes downstairs outside from our apartment to smoke a cigarette.
So you get naked because that's how you sleep, right?
I sleep naked all the time. She knows this. I slept naked with her before.
Okay.
But like nothing had ever happened.
Really?
Yeah.
How does that happen? That doesn't even make sense.
It was my friend's ex-girlfriend, so I wasn't like trying to like bone her that hard.
Yeah, you were just trying to cup her boob.
Yeah, that's my only goal with my friend's ex-girlfriends. Anyway, she comes back up with this dude that was walking by while she was smoking that she got in a conversation with. You gotta remember how drunk I am at this point. And she goes, Taylor, wake up. I'm like, what? And I wake up and I see the dude in there and I'm like, oh shit, I'll leave. And so I stand up and she goes,
you're naked.
Right, I'm naked, obviously. And she goes, no. And she kisses me, right? And then I'm like, whoa, what was that? And then she kisses him. And I'm just like, what? And she goes, this is happening.
That's such a good way to put it, too.
And I go, all right. And so dude, like, drops trowel. And, like, I don't know how dirty you guys want the details.
I say the dirtier the better.
The full amount.
Like...
We have an audience. Audience,
like,
when it gets bad, raise your hand.
He put his hand up right away.
This is already...
All
this
right,
is over the line.
We all have sex with each other.
So what you're saying is you can't wait for episode 5.5
Right. Alright, so we all have sex with each other. And at one point, he was inside of her while she's on top of him. And I come up behind her and I like...
That's usually how that works.
Alright, I come up behind her and I like whisper in her ear, I go, relax. And I put the tip of my dick on her asshole. And she goes, no, don't. And I said, it's going to be fine. And I shoved it in.
So you butt raped her. You
I
actually
didn't butt
raped
rape
her.
Maybe Gordy Tate is right.
Anyway.
Maybe if this wasn't a woman, you would have objectified her so much.
Anyway.
You just raped her butt.
To be fair, I raped the dude's butt as well. So.
Oh, okay. So you don't.
Yeah, I raped all kinds of butt that night. Anyway, once I'm in, she's like, "Oh yeah, double fuck me." She said, "Double fuck me." All us guys call it DPing. So me and this guy whose name I don't know. By the way,
this story's getting much more awkward.
Wait, you
Can we just wrap this up?
we're DPing this chick, and like we
No,
both.
donkey punch is something else, right?
No, DP, double penetration.
Oh, well, you can't confuse acronyms like that.
Well, you don't have a reason to know any acronyms.
I know what a donkey punch is.
How do you know what a donkey punch is?
Because I don't know.
Do you ever donkey punch somebody?
No,
that's objectification.
That would be sexist.
Anyway,
I wouldn't do that.
I finish, and so like later, her and I are hanging out like just as friends again, and she's like, "Do you want to have sex?" And I was like, "Yeah." And I hadn't had sex with her vagina during the threesome. And she's like, okay, but you can only put it in my butt. And so, like, her and I had sex many more times, but she would only let me fuck her in the ass.
Huh.
Isn't that completely weird?
I would think so.
Yeah.
And most guys would consider,
most
women
really
would probably...
that.
Most, what?
Butt sex just grosses me out.
Do you know what it
agree.
feels like when you're jerking off?
What?
Do you know what it feels like when you're jerking off?
Yeah.
Butt sex is better than that.
Okay.
Like, I don't like...
Well, if it was worse than that, why would you just jerk off?
Right.
Then butt sex would just be obsolete. So it's kind of an irrelevant statement.
Alright. Anyway, most women, when you're like, hey, so do you take it in the butt? They're like, oh no! That's so gross and objectifying. Like, I would never... there's no pleasure in that for me.
I'm surprised Gordy Tate didn't talk about, like, how his daughter's not going to be having butt sex.
Yeah,
I
he
mean,
should have really.
Here's the thing.
Really covered that.
I want Gordy Tate's next article to just be the whole birds and the bees speech with his daughter. Like, so here's how you keep from getting pregnant: blowies, just all the blowies all the time. Anyway, I think women are very there's a dial, there's a range as to what women are willing to like put up with as far as what sexism is.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously, in some cases, we've stepped over the line here. Like, Bresniak is not a whore, obviously.
Right.
She's obviously not.
But see, there's a difference. There's different uses for the word whore. Like, some people say whore, like, whore is a chick that has sex for money. Other people are like, that chick is obnoxious and I don't like her, so I'm going to call her a mean name, and that name is going to be a whore.
Right.
And that name is probably fine in that case because she seems like she's not a very nice person.
Here's the thing. I don't find John Finkel that attractive, and I would date him just for the money. So Bresniak
right, well, that's what they talk about.
Clearly not a whore. They talk about this?
Yeah, they talk about that the response, Dr. Jeebus says that clearly when people say that she's shallow, she's not shallow enough because she cares about the gaming but hates the money.
That's true. There's a nice little middle ground there.
Yeah. So she's clearly not fully shallow, so the people are wrong.
Right.
Which I think is just bullshit, too. But, like, look at this sick internet meme. There's an internet meme with...
it's not meme, first of all. Can we clarify that it's a meme?
Meme? Whatever. I don't know shit.
I'm so glad you just made an asshole out of yourself on the internet.
That's fine.
I hope you
make a meme of me saying me. Fuck, I don't care.
That'd be
At least
awesome.
I'd have one of them.
All right, I'm giving out a Nugarook for the best meme of J. Cal saying Mimi.
Mimi.
I will send that listener a Nugarook.
I like
It's the flip card one.
Yeah. The one that's green and then becomes black.
Yeah.
Oh, so the Nugarook in Innistrad, right?
Yeah, that one.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
I like it.
That's a good prize. Better than Reliquary Tower.
Nobody ever claimed the
daisies.
Yeah, because
Tower.
there were shitty prizes. No one cared.
Well, this one's worth some money, so.
It'll be worth some money for like 2 weeks.
Pretty solid.
That's fine.
Card.
I'm not gonna do like what's the guy's name? He still owes me Green Sun Zenith. From the
Frank Lepore.
Frank Lepore.
You never said this.
Was supposed to ship me Green Sun Zenith.
Well, it's good. They're worth way more now than they were then.
Right, because I got second in the Untapped naming contest. My name was unsleeved.
Frank Lepore, we're coming for you, fucker.
Which is how I fuck your mother. Unsleeved.
Yeah, we got it.
But he owes me those. But I will seriously ship out this Nugarook. To whoever makes the best meme of J. Cal saying Mimi. Anyway, they made a meme about what?
About Bresniak, and they're just like it's her face and them like saying a bunch of like mean things about her, which I think are fine because like the world needs villains. You can vilify her. Like the thing is she got famous because of this when she wouldn't have gotten famous otherwise, and like being famous for a bitch is still being famous. So she made that choice. The internet revolted against her.
Yeah, I mean look at the cast of The View.
Fuck them, except for the Republican chick.
Oh, Elizabeth Hasselbeck?
Wait, hold on. You don't like...
God, I've jerked it to her so many times.
Really?
Yeah.
You don't like
when she
Whoopi
was on
Goldberg?
Survivor, I would just like...
She was on Survivor?
Yeah, that's where...
I wouldn't know.
That's how she became famous.
Oh.
She was on Survivor 2.
Should I be on Survivor, you think?
I hope you get on Survivor. I think you should try out for every season.
Will you help me?
Yeah.
Okay, let's do it. I'm in.
Awesome.
You gotta figure out what I gotta do, you tell me, and I'll do it every time.
Oh, man, this is gonna be the best. Alright. So
anyway,
so this chick is not hot, by the way.
Yeah.
I don't think she's unattractive.
She's fine. I think that she's fine.
Alright, so we found Jack's type. Jack's type is
slightly mannish.
Like,
slightly mannish, not wearing any makeup.
It's not a good
Eats
picture.
at McDonald's.
Weird scarf.
How do you know she eats at McDonald's?
Look at the background of the picture.
Yep, she's in a McDonald's.
Is that?
Yeah,
You
for
don't,
sure.
You don't know that.
We don't know it
Listen,
for sure.
I'm a fat ass. I eat at enough McDonald's.
Look at her neck, and then look at the back.
That means
probably
she's
McDonald's.
financially conscientious.
And doesn't get her eyebrows waxed.
Yeah.
Neither do I.
She could
We have so
totally
much in
get a
common.
unibrow. Which is probably all sexist. We're like doing exactly what Gordy Tate said that we shouldn't do.
Alright, yeah.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. Women, if you don't want to look like a lesbian, you have to groom yourself.
Exactly.
Men, if you don't want to look like a fat fucking neckbeard, go work out and stop eating McDonald's all the time.
Yeah.
I don't give a shit. I shave my neckbeard, but I'm probably 50 pounds overweight, and I know that. And do you think women judge me on that? All the fucking time.
And you know what? We deal with it. Because
Right.
we're men. Women need to stop being so fucking sensitive and just deal with it and own it.
Right. If you want to be treated as equals, I mean, I go home and cry at night because I'm alone.
If anyone would like
I'm glad
me
somebody laughed at
to
that.
give,
because it was
if
really
anyone
awkward
would
that it was
like me to
silent.
give them Taylor's phone number, you can contact me on Facebook, Justin Calhoun, or at IamJCal on Twitter. I don't know if you can do something privately on there. I don't think you can.
I think you can.
You can send
or
messages.
Justin Calhoun, DVM at gmail.com.
Noting that he's a DVM. Oh,
Yeah.
wait a minute. We've got this good Gordy Tate part that he did, like the aside, where he talks about the things that go on in our community. Because we brought up one of these things. We were ahead of the curve, and it's because Jack Grannon is such a in-the-know Magic player that he hangs out with Mary Jacobson.
I don't hang out with her. We don't go out on the
Were
weekends.
you in the proximity of the
I was in the
soda on the head incident?
I was in the proximity. No,
You were birding her match, weren't you?
No, I wasn't even there for it. I was in a hotel, and she came up to us because she recognized me because I'm kind of a big deal in the Magic community.
Are you?
My girlfriend says that like you're very like open and approachable for women, and she's surprised that you don't have women hitting on you all the time. So maybe this chick was trying to hit on you.
That's not
Mary
true.
Jacobs, if you would like a date with Jacobson,
It's not true.
if you would like a date with Jack Grannon, I will trade you one spot on the show for one date with Jack Grannon.
Will you pay for the date? Where
Yeah.
are they going?
First of all, she has a boyfriend.
Does she?
Yeah.
I don't care. You're probably
I'm
better
pretty
than
sure I
he is.
mentioned that last time.
You're probably
really?
better than he is.
Yeah, I mean, obviously.
Because, like, let's be honest, if we're objectifying women, they're going to be objectifying us.
Yeah.
You probably make more money, you're more attractive, and less of a douche.
Well, that's debatable.
But the thing is, you probably never actually talk to her. And
No,
you'll probably never actually try a physical relationship, so she's probably in the safe.
Oh, do you guys want my hot dating tip?
Yeah.
Sure, yeah. Well,
Here's
your
here's-
hot dating.
Here's my hot dating tip.
Taylor Gunn. Dating
Single,
extraordinaire.
single moms.
Everybody
No.
knows that.
Their standards are so low because, like, there's
Yeah,
obviously
because they
this
have
guy-
a kid, and I don't want
Right.
to deal with that shit.
Well, right, but there's this guy
Next
that's
topic.
obviously treating them like shit before that they wanted to have
But see,
sex
that's
with.
the thing, those women want to be treated like shit.
Here's the thing: if they had an abortion, I would say yeah.
Time out. You would rather date a girl that's had an abortion
I don't want to hang out
than
with
a
her
girl
kid.
with a kid?
I don't want to hang out with her kid. No.
Kids are fucking adorable.
Yeah, they're adorable. I don't want to hang out with them though.
He
You're
doesn't
an
want to be
asshole.
responsible
I want
for
to
it.
like
Alright.
Thanksgiving and like Christmas. I'll like play Halo with them or Super Smash Brothers. After that, I don't want to deal with them. I don't want to look at them. I don't want to talk to
Like,
them.
Merry Christmas, I got the hammer.
Yeah, I just want to beat their ass in some video games and be like, all right.
What if
Back
it was
to
like
parents.
Marvel vs. Capcom?
Jack, can we put your vasectomy on the show?
I mean, I might want to have kids someday, but not now. I don't want to have kids now. I'm 25.
You're an asshole. And here's more assholes from the Magic community. True or false? The former editor... I gotta sneeze.
Maybe you shouldn't have interrupted me if you take care of some personal shit.
The former editor of a large Magic the Gathering website once had to ban himself from Penguicon after publicly suggesting that, as an antidote to male feelings of sexual exclusion, the breasts of females who attended should be communal property? What the fuck is
I mean, clearly it's
Penguicon?
true, but that doesn't, like,
What's
for
wrong with
one, she's writing words at such a level that I cannot understand them when I'm drunk. Therefore, I'm just gonna guess false.
You're not drunk.
I know, but shh. Our viewers only kind of remember that.
I have to Google Penguicon. Penguicon.
Like, I don't know. I just feel like...
Oh, it's a Linux Expo.
So, other randomness about women. I love when I'm at a Magic tournament, in round 1, I sit across from a chick because I know that I'm probably going to win that round.
Yeah?
That's like the best feeling in the world. But then round 2, after you won round 1, you play against one and you know you probably got paired down. also awful. Or wait, awful.
Awesome?
First one was awesome. No, because you get pared down. I hate getting pared down. It hurts your brain.
Time out. Are you saying that the women are generally bad at Magic?
Yes.
I have a anecdote to refute this statement.
Okay.
Last Friday night, I was at
You
FNM.
had the Menage a Trois. We just heard about it.
No, that was when I was like 23.
Yeah.
I was at FNM, and 3 girls showed up. One of whom is a girlfriend of a Magic player, but the other 2 are just her friends. One of these girls' name is Maddie. Her Twitter handle is Maddie Hates You, Maddie hates YOU.
I don't think this was a good plug.
Anyway,
she's gonna be like, why did I get like 3 more listeners randomly? Or followers, whatever.
Anyway, she drafts a deck, right? Loses round 1. John Medina's like, do you want to play some more? She's like, sure. So Jonathan Medina gets out his Pauper deck, his white one. It's got like Squadron Hawks and shit in it. She proceeds to beat him with a draft deck. Beat his Pauper deck with a draft deck. Which should never happen, by the way.
Yeah. This is John Medina, though. He cannot play Magic.
Yeah,
well.
He's actually not very good. But it was an awesome thing for him to do.
I would buy a vintage deck and play ante against Jonathan Medina. Without any fear.
Wow. I'm telling him that you said that.
Why?
Well, he's gonna
Jonathan Medina
might
actually.
Listen to this.
Jonathan. Well, I'm
he's
sure
one of
he's
our
gonna.
few listeners.
He's gonna listen to this. So Jonathan Medina.
This is to you, buddy.
J. Cal just said it, and he's stone sober.
I totally will. The thing is, I'm gonna get the more common deck with all the hate bears. That way, I don't lose much. And I know that Medina's deck's gonna be pimped out, so I'm sure I've got maximum EV. But I would still have no fear.
Medina actually loves playing vintage. He thinks it's
I would have
a
no
great
fear
format.
still. Medina's a great guy, but I think that I got his number. I feel like it.
He is a great guy, and what happened was these girls were just really excited to play Magic. J.R. Wade was taking pictures.
Wait, why was he doing that?
Like, he took this picture of the game that was going on.
To objectify women, probably.
And
I can't believe how much we objectify women now that I'm noticing it.
Wait a minute,
No,
you mean interacting with women?
Well, if by interacting with them, we are objectifying them.
Agreed. By recognizing they exist, we're treating them like they exist.
Yeah.
Right, which is awful.
Which is bullshit.
Which is anti-feminist.
Anti-feminist. Anyway, he tweets out, Maddie Hates You beating MTG Medina at FNM. A girl gets like 10 more followers or something ridiculous. It was just really an awesome experience. Here's the downside to this story.
It was boring.
The story was boring, I agree.
You are
I thought Jack was telling this story. That's how bad it was.
Oh, my stories are way better than that.
No, one of the guys that works at the store, his name's Jamie, and he's just a fucking nerf herder. And
so you're at Illuminati then?
Right.
Oh, okay.
And Jamie.
Shout outs to John Help.
Yeah, owner of Illuminati. Got so many funny stories about him. Anyway, Jamie thinks one of these girls is cute, right? And so he's just like...
Jamie looks like he's from the 70s.
Yeah. He's awful. Anyway...
Jamie, I hope you're listening.
Anyway, Jamie thinks one of these girls is cute, so he's like always shamelessly flirting with her. And I really just hope that it doesn't scare this chick away.
Why? What does it matter? You just want to check her out. You want to objectify her.
No, I want more people...
She could be Gordy Tate's daughter!
I want more people to play Magic.
Oh, okay. Well, that's fair.
Yeah, but do you want them to be women more so than men?
Yeah, like, I want competition.
No,
I want the environment to be better, so women usually doesn't help.
No, that's just
You're saying women are bad at Magic?
In general, yes.
Why?
Statistics show that, but yeah.
Have you ever been beaten in constructed Magic by a woman?
Yes.
Okay,
Well,
I
suck.
haven't. Have you?
Nope.
Yeah.
Never happened.
How
No,
many-
actually, yeah. Mary Jacobson beat me.
Oh, sorry. Really?
Yeah.
I've played against like half a dozen lifetimes.
She's a talented
I've won
Z player.
every time.
I got beat by... Well, this was in Sealed by a girl named Rachel at Gen Con. Hi, Rachel, if you listen to this.
She's
really
not,
nice.
but don't worry
Nice
about
girl.
it.
But she had a Jace the Mind Sculptor in her sealed deck.
Oh, what a cunt.
So John.
God, she would.
Yeah. God, cunt's like saying nigger. You can't say that.
Wait, can't we?
I don't think
I
so.
thought that was alright.
Woo!
I'd be like saying like spick.
I wouldn't do that.
Holy. How unairable do you want this episode to be? Like,
you're just running through the whole gamut there.
Right. Anyway.
No, I'm just commenting on the absurdity of play on words that Gordy is saying that we all have. They're just fucking words. Who cares?
Words.
Yeah, I mean,
call me a cracker. I don't give a shit. It's just a fucking word.
They're different because they get combined with violence.
Yeah.
All right. You ready for a story? This is kind of a serious story, but you guys are gonna laugh at certain parts of it.
Yeah.
Probably, yeah.
Good. Can you tell it less like Jack Grandin and more like me?
What's that supposed to mean?
It means I tell better stories than you.
Okay.
All right. So I was coming back from a drag show that I had done when I was in college at OSU.
Like cars that go really fast.
No, like men dressing as women.
Yeah, I knew it was gonna be that. I just wanted to rub it in.
That's fine. I have no shame about it. And I was walking. There's like this path that kind of goes through some woods behind the dorms, and I can just get into my dorm that way.
Yeah.
And this guy came up and he called me a faggot, and like he tried to punch me, and like it was really scary. Like it's not okay with me to do that to anybody.
Would you like
To
me to
punch
hug you?
them?
Yeah.
Or call him a faggot, or both.
Do you think it's all right to start making out with a guy at a bar when he thinks you're a woman, and then when he reaches down to feel your junk, he actually finds junk there? Do you think that's wrong?
No.
I know that happened to you. I was there.
You were there that night?
Yeah.
Oh, God. That was such a fucking funny night. The whole thing is I wasn't trying to...
You didn't even look like a woman.
No,
That's
I just happened to be wearing a skirt. Like...
Just happened... Yeah, I mean, this is...
Here's the
Sometimes
thing.
I find myself waking up and putting on a skirt, you know?
Well, like, I do. Like,
I'm joking, I don't.
Clothing is interchangeable for me. Like, it's all just stuff.
Yeah, because you're a faggot.
For those of you that haven't seen what I did, he called him a faggot, and then I punched him.
You guys are assholes. Anyway, it's a very different thing when you're like assaulted in an angry way about like whatever group you belong to.
Right, but I don't think that anyone was physically assaulting her, and she warranted it. Like if you were like, "Hey, big burly guy, bend over, I'm gonna fuck you," and then he was like, "Faggot," and then hit you. I'm on his side.
Yeah, different
but you didn't do it.
Concur.
But like Breznak
Hey, big
was
burly
just
guy.
was just a bitch to Finkel, so then we're allowed to be assholes back to her.
Here's the thing. She was a bitch.
Yeah, like there's no denying it.
She was a big bitch. Like I had this one girl that was like, "Hey, let's go out on a date," and I recommended like 4 different dates to her. And she didn't like any of them, so we never ended up going out on a date.
Did you suggest roller skating?
No, but in my mind, that's
should've.
a fucking cunty thing to do, because
We just said we couldn't say that word.
cunty.
Yeah.
You can say cunty. You can't say cunt.
Oh, whatever.
Okay.
All right. Go on.
I never called her a cunt.
Well,
I
what did
said
you
her actions
suggest?
were cunty.
What did you suggest?
I suggested Skyline and a Reds game.
Right, it's shitty.
That date is fucking awesome. Are you kidding
Shitty
me?
food and watching baseball.
Yeah, like I think that
First of all,
her point was like, okay, he's cheap.
Can you turn that shit off?
Oh man, that's another. Oh, it's just an email.
Oh,
Somebody
cool.
like, don't say cunt on the show.
Yep.
Yeah, this isn't live, by the way. Unless John emailed that.
All right.
Anyway, so it's a cunty thing that she turned down your shitty date request. Moving on.
Okay, what's the next date? I just want to know what dates not to ask women on.
All right, I said let's go to. Her thing was she didn't want to go into downtown.
Which I can understand. There's like minorities there and they're scary.
Okay, fuck you. And so I recommended any restaurant in a certain area and going to an art museum.
Okay.
Oh, that's gas.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, do
fine.
that.
Yeah, I mean this girl did not like that.
Okay.
To prevent myself from saying the C word there.
So she's a cunt. A cunty thing to do.
I hope that somebody has a tracker. Okay, whoever is listening, I would like you to just put like a number as a comment on our blog up there that says the number of times the word cunt or cunty was used in this cast. Most of it is within the last 5 minutes.
So
I
it
think
can't be
you're
that
pretty
hard,
good.
right? You just back it up a little bit. Yeah, they were just like simple shit like that like she just didn't want to go on. Like she wanted me to like come up with this like really creative date, and I'm like, I don't even fucking know you. Like that's why I'm asking you out, like, to get to know you. Like, maybe for our 6-month anniversary, we'll do, like...
Showing roller skating, I'm just saying.
Fucking Build-A-Bear workshop or something.
So, here's an interesting statistic about me, okay? For the last 10 years, how many years of it have I been in relationships? Total.
I would guess 6, right?
No, not even close to that.
3?
Yeah, about 3. About 3 of the last, so about 30% of the time.
See, because you were dating that one chick for a long time.
Year and a half, yeah, the one that you hated.
Yeah.
Well, it was like 3.5, almost 4 years. But like,
I dated a girl. I dated a girl that you hated.
Yeah, but you never actually met her.
Yeah, but the
this chick was
and the difference is I didn't tell your girlfriend I hated her. You did.
That's true. But anyway, so here's the interesting statistic. I've only been on dates with 6 women, but I've only ever asked out 6 women. So I'm shooting I'm batting 100%
on the ask out.
On the ask out to dates. 2 of them only resulted in 1 date.
That's awesome.
4 of them resulted in relationships, the shortest of which was 6 months. So I feel like I've been doing okay.
Yeah. I feel like I ask a lot of women out. Like, I've asked out 10 women this year.
How many have gone out on dates?
You're just going for the full
4
statistical.
Well, see, that's good. I mean, one of my friends used to tell me, if you ask out 10 women, 7 of them are going to shoot you down, but if you bat 300, they'll put you in the Hall of Fame. But, like, the issue that's wrong with that is that's not good enough anymore. Like, you got to do the roids, too, and be good in the outfield. So, I don't know that the analogy works. Yeah.
Speaking of doing roids, women are just as bad as men as far as looks are concerned.
And being shallow? Fuck
yeah, they are.
Yeah, man.
Roids?
Well, they like guys that are tall and muscly.
Yeah.
And your girlfriend has admitted that she won't date a guy unless he makes a certain amount of money.
Yeah. Speaking of which, here's a joke my boss told me today.
A joke your boss told you?
Yeah, my boss always tells great jokes.
Really funny shit.
I hate you. So, guy walks into a bar, or not a bar, walks into a workout place, a gym, and goes to the guy that's working there.
Yeah, you would have no idea what one of those is called.
I know. I wouldn't. There's no way I would know. He points off at this really hot girl, working the treadmill machine or whatever. And
elliptical.
He's like, elliptical, sure. And he's like, hey, if I want to impress this girl, which machine should I get on and use? And he goes, the ATM. Love it.
Yeah, that is really fucking funny.
I hate you.
Yeah, that's why you didn't laugh at all.
I hate you, too.
I know a lot of women that actually just exclusively date guys. There's 3 girls that
exclusively date guys? Most women do.
That date guys for money.
Oh.
3 girls went to my school, would actually sit around and talk about what they'd have guys buy them recently.
That's just ridiculous.
Yeah, it's
I wouldn't
insane.
put up with that.
No,
I have disposable income, and I wouldn't put up with that.
Yeah, I mean, you bought your girlfriend, 5 dozen roses?
Yeah, but they were, on sale for, $7.99 a dozen.
But you didn't tell her that, right?
No!
How many blowies did you get from that one?
No comment. This is terrible. We can't talk about this on the podcast.
I never said her name. Nobody knows who she is.
Yeah, you definitely
did. Except for everyone listening.
For the record, we did say last time.
Fair enough.
What I just noticed is great is that we said my email address, and people know my password from one of the previous things, so I have to go and change my email password before I post it.
It was your Wi-Fi password.
Yeah.
Right.
Is it the same one?
Yeah. It's the same thing.
Oh, cool. Well, I didn't know that. It's not like they knew that.
Fantastic. Getting on Jake Hal's email right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, now I'm definitely going to do that.
For sure.
All right, coming up on 45 minutes, shout-outs?
Yeah, I think that's good. I'd like to give a shout-out to all my friends who are minorities who I probably offended on this podcast. So that would be Derek McClaskey, Jonathan Medina, and there's no women who will be listening to this, so I don't need to give any shout-outs to them that I know personally. I'm sorry if I said anything offensive, but I really think that the minority and women thing is played up too much.
Say offensive things?
Yeah. I think it's played up too much by people, and they understand. They know what I'm like. I wish that DMAC would listen to this. So
great synopsis.
Shout out to DMAC, and fuck all you cunts out there.
All right. Well, I'm gonna shout out to Bernie Wen.
Standard.
T-minus 47.
Because he's in a minority.
Oh, I forgot about that. Do Asians count as minorities?
Well,
there are more of them than anybody else in the world.
That's true. Yeah.
It's not like he's a Muslim.
All right, I take it back.
Oh man,
not
Muslim Asians. Oh, you guys ready for a statistic?
Yeah.
All right.
Is it made up?
No.
Okay, it's made up.
10% of men are gay, right?
That seems.
I didn't know that.
Ridiculously high.
It's not.
Okay.
20% of men are Chinese. This means that 2% of men spend mealtime and free time on their knees. That's a Bo Burnham quote.
That's good.
Yeah, it's really funny. I'd like to shout out to Bo Burnham. Get on YouTube and check him out. He's really funny. Because we usually have, I'm guessing Magic players are more educated or at least more nerdy than most people, so you'll probably get a lot of his humor.
That's stereotyping right there.
Yeah.
Yep,
we're trying to
You're
fight
just
against.
as bad as Alyssa Beresnak.
I am just as bad as Elizabeth Bresnak. I'm
So here's
probably
the
on
question,
equal
Jack
attractiveness level.
Yeah, I was gonna say, who do you find more attractive, Taylor or Alyssa Beresnak?
I mean, I'd put it in one of the
Think
poopers.
back to when I had long hair. To be fair, I have a donkey butt. Just so you guys
I am a big
know.
So
fan
does
of
the
the donkey
carpet
butt.
match the curtains? Is my question, Taylor.
It could tonight if you wanted it to.
No thanks.
Give me 35 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh man, that would fucking burn. Oh, God. Anyway, shout outs to...
I thought you said you were gonna shave your head.
Oh, that's good. Who are my shout outs to? Mary Jacobson, still the open offer.
Of course.
Rocky Harris.
Even if you don't want to come here, if we meet in an event, if you're coming to Star City,
Like a
Indy,
van somewhere. Maybe
We
in the
might
middle
have
of
some
the forest.
candy for you.
if you're going to Star City, Indy, we can do it one night at Star City, Indy.
Yeah.
Hang out, get a little haircut action going on. It'll be fun.
Do it one night.
She's
else
gonna
should I
walk
shout
into your
out
hotel room and be like, with some big, huge black guy, and be like, "This is happening."
I hope. The thing is, it's really hard to troll me because I'm a sexual freak. So, like, yeah, you're gonna fuck a big black guy. Please bring him on. Find him.
Yeah. I would rather enjoy that.
How many do you have?
We didn't even talk about the most important issue of the entire cast.
What?
Johnny versus Nicol Bolas.
Oh, yeah.
After watching about 7 games, I've come to the conclusion that a Johnny is way better than Nicol Bolas.
But here's how it always works. The aggro deck always beats the control deck. I think John and I should continue to
I agree.
test
I would
this
like,
matchup.
if you guys are okay with this,
I'll
I'd like to
switch
see more of
decks.
this matchup.
You want to switch decks?
I'm not falling for it.
He's done.
Shout out to John Douglas. He's been listening intently. He's been smirking at some point, so I think some things we said were funny.
I doubt it.
Alright.
But
I want to thank everybody for crossing over the bridge. Have a
I
great
don't.
night.
Fuck you, cunts.
Yep, good night all.